Voices of the Youths Podcast, a podcast that amplifies.
Down to earth. That's all I can say is that sort of God, it's coming out. I'm so happy to be in Zambia, man. I came last night and
Parauka tatu ukalishe mu youth. Ukalishe mu youth. Parauka sister ukalishe mu youth. Ukalishe mu youth. Panoni paseti tifuna voice ya mu youth. Ungangale ndiwe kemba panoni paseti tifuna voice ya mu youth. Olowenza vibala panoni paseti tifuna voice ya mu youth. Nabonse bama business panoni paseti tifuna voice ya mu youth. Nayi mamu ma office pushing my dreams.
What's up, what's good and what's bad? Ladies and gents, welcome back to Zed Voices, a podcast that amplifies with me, this role. Is we got data project. I'm actually very excited today, guys, because I've got Mundopu Sanako, and this actually is going to be the first one of his kind to be on our podcast today. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, because this one is a free chapter, guys. This is one of the members. Yes, but I'm not here to make you laugh. There's someone that's going to make you laugh. I hope you smile in today's video, guys. This is one of those that you've actually been waiting for. And without wasting much of your time, allow me to welcome Mr. Stone, Zambia. Mr. Stone,
Lovely boy. Otherwise, I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, the pleasure is mine, you know.
That's cool. That's what's up. Kwani hapa kuli wantu wazi wanoziva ti Mr. Stone. Ogaza ti Mr. Stone ama Stachan. Wapi waganza tumuguri Samiara. Do you say Stone?
Yo, Mr. Stone is actually a versatile artist, you know. Yeah, I'm not just a comedian. Yeah, I'm a presenter. I'm an actor. Yeah, and I can sing. But mostly comedy is my superpower. Like, people know me for my comedy. Yes, like I do MC events. Yeah, monga ma wedding, kanya ma wedding area and blow. As a MC so, chilira koipa.
Chimalira koipa. Okay. Now, Mr. Stone, before we go further, I know you are a comedian, yeah? But then today, in today's world, still wamshemushe what comedy is there. Maizi bajaso up. And navarashe magras hapa nika first. Na unashati mavara magras. Ni pesa ni vara kwa magras yako cheka kumpopa ngono. So that I'm done. Yeah, ukapeza ti one ka chipondo. But yeah, I'm actually happy that you're here, Mr. Stone, and you've quite been doing the most now, because hapa ndimo muliko hapa chona chepa mwera chati mwenzeo ku ya impersonating a lot of public figures.
I can say I'm just an artist. You know, I can't box myself in one thing. Yeah. So, you know, artists, we evolve with time. So ngadabati ndileshebe comedian ngadaba kusogora ngala president wa vinyao. Who knows? So it's just about you discovering what base you are and polish it. But for me, when it comes to voice impressions, I'm the king, man. Like, no doubt about it. I bet on that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, that's what's up. And that's why lero ni chamonga ni my interviews lero Macky na igwirira hapa. Si 1-1. Tisai chamonga ni my interviews because we've got a president that's going to come through today, as well as someone from the US. Abwira hapa. So guys, former president, actually. The former president is on his way. He's actually coming here, and also someone from the United States. We've got someone from the United States, Nabako Nigeria. Guys, I'm sure you will be very much excited. But before we get into what we're talking about, I'd like to warm up things, you know. So I'll ask you a question just for us to quickly warm up, and then we get into what we're here for today. Movies or music? Music. Why not more film?
You know, because music, I'm a writer, you know, like I can write songs. So I know what goes in when an artist is writing music. Music is so spiritual, you know. And I'm just a big fan. I would rather listen to music than watch a movie. Yeah. Iyo but maziwe movie mafunga je unakakashana kailo pese katika kushimikira ati apacha ndiye Dux huyu ndiye ndani wezi but mostly I enjoy music I can lie yeah
that's what's up. But with movies uma is that ina ni makango cha concentrate ati nitamba film na mkashana cause okay kwa umafunga movies mjana ngoma movie amafunga tu acha focus uma is that ukonka viva kamba but pesa chat sunga vikonga.
What type of movies do you like watch?
Guess
so I'm sure umakona ningi smack shit shewe
action yone kati action no but ni matama action but most of the times my movies younger it's how do I put it my dialogue type of so pesa timulibema mfuti sipamenyana makambi sana che you know what I mean those are the types of movies that I watch so I'm into shows mainly masingo zinje chacha nifuna koka fast action cheni mvereko cheija but otherwise I don't really focus on that. One last question muntu wanga which artist are you currently listening to wako bati bambiri swaza tumamverako na muntu waso let's bring it back to Zambia.
In Zambia mostly manvela 76 drums Mordecai I do listen to Mordecai but monga muntu amesonga ziwe maningi che ni manvela maningi hip hop I'm a hip hop fan hip hop head man check out Dav D Dav D alipo che na eve
mwana mkomboni ni nchani mwana wa msani
Dav D Ghetto President.
Oh yeah sorry Ghetto President I think
you know Ghetto President yeah
no actually listen to it song na channel this monde pena okay adiche
he's actually my homeboy nwakudu che mtendere
yadi shibika yoko ne moko mrefu
so ni bantu wati ma backing ache especially talent pa iriri so to backing ache muntu ati because muzako but nchikali che waizi
zacha tuma believe amo chati muntu acha
most ndiye nikonda hip hop na afro pop.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I think manja pati bamvese ko cheka dion now since you do so for those that don't know our guest today Mr. Stone Zambia omacha impersonate bantu ma voice opsana ko pesa nako but I want to challenge you. I don't know if you know how you know this voice but in fact since you like hip hop and then we've got someone that does hip hop in Zambia. He's actually a big name and I want to see if you can actually do his voice.
You know when my voice niambiri my voice ni macha but as long as abena ikonda che character che.
Okay, so now your challenge up, I want you to start with MK Macky 2. I don't know if you can do it, but let's see how you do on this one. Mr. MK Macky 2, this is your one and only Tisro. I'm actually grateful that you are here, and I want to ask you one thing. What's up with the beef? We see that's with your friend, your nani, Slapdi. Yari poafe beef for Roshani Magam.
It's the dopest, you know, fresh name of the game, and I mean, ladies and gentlemen, listen, you know, nalipita pope, but time I'm a beef wise. You know, I'm a vegetarian, even though I'm not a German, but if I'm a beef chan, I told them if you know, it's a time that we evolve as artists, you know. It should turn style kwa dance, you know what I mean? If we have a game.
Nanga padi uyu mwaiche wenu mwalikuwa te mwaiche wenu nali mtimwa sana is called the national treasure chef 187 achana uli muntu so padi mwena uli kutumwa nanda poshani kutami kwanisha uli kutumwa mchira
you know there's no comparison when it comes to you know ulopo waisho it's more like you're saying that bibesa wati mapali ba mami ulo ba dadu bobe you know so mostly it just runs in the blood, nah, man. Yeah, definitely. Chef is like what can I say? It's like a big brother to me. Look, alampira kwa advice na someone chimwache chila tonganyesha. He's young but
wisdom son.
I got the wisdom. I actually applaud him for that. Teoma quite fair but ala tonganye fikari waisho. You know, Kembo teta yaze but we the kings. So it's just loyalty, you know. The Mulazak family is just like we're out of this world. I mean, I'm not boasting, but it's the fact.
No, yeah, but there's no actually a family that has got more than Chani got talented. Mazati bonse mwalipu sana fe imwe na umwache na basisteri. Otherwise, thank you very much. I think you've actually done the challenge. I didn't think kuchumwacha kazi mwe wantu mwe. But you know, I've got so many questions right now. But sitting at phone at the same time. But with that voice of MK Macky 2, let me actually ask something about that. Like, have you ever Like has he ever, I don't know, does he know that kwali wako umuntu kwati mumulcha voice area or mwali kumanapo, or you've been told maybe by people ata pushing akwa bakamba bakumfweko? Have you ever met him before?
When I'm doing these voice impressions, I don't do it just at Bagani still recognize. For me, it's just the passion and be able to tap into someone's voice. Yeah, there's some times whereby bakuza sinamveke se mwija bena ngwaya vika bati mveka futi nice. So you get all the critics, but munga mkamba babuga. I don't think nawachairapo. But bazaka nimvera one day once in time. But never kumanya posho by most of the times whereby lokatiatu so. And but sinakambe pakani maniziba tini makamba voice yao, you know.
So like what you're trying to say is you've met Macky too a couple of times, but you've never introduced yourself as someone that has done his voice before. Serious? Okaza chetu bakamba ni macha voice yanu matimuziba. Lekani nguvese niko dikationgo. Wala chani hapo. Wala. Serious? Why not?
You know, I don't do it for validation, and one thing I've known is that something good will always go to the right audience, you know. So mapezekati kuzangache one day you come across what I do. If it's him, if he wants to recognize my talent or share it, well and good, I will really appreciate. But I'm not going there. Bagamba mvirani macha so. I wouldn't even want to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not eager to prove a point. No, there's nothing to prove. It's just me doing his voice impression. It's not like I just do Mack's voice. I do like 10 plus voices. Come on, you know. But for me, he's one of the favorite impression that I ever do. Yeah.
That's what's up. It's actually, I don't know, I didn't expect that, because obviously you doing his voice, mangala sheka that you're proud, but you never do that. Kurum guys are voice. I'm sure as I got double, but you know what I mean? But I think that's also, I don't know, it's a good approach in one or another, but you could also try to just let him know, but I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's
okay. Tima kumanila pa point whereby tiba shooting a video whereby I'm behind the camera. So basically it's work. You can start coming up my jokes. Yeah.
No, that's what's up. I respect that you respect Panchito. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. Now moving on quickly. I would like you to do also Yaba Presdo. Okay, but then this time I want you, the challenge is it can be a speech, but it should be about news. It is fake, but it is believable. So you can former president, let's do not by CEO.
But one or two things. ECO is most loved, you know.
It was most loved. Okay, let's do ECO, but say news zillion say, but if you fake, but in vacation at monga ni zone.
Yo manje mokamba yo. Okay, bafunze she ba president makweshin to monga funa ba koyanga chipe mene hapo.
Okay, let me actually ask. Atikunkozele megeza kati kwamba na president. But I don't know, but I think ninga try both. Mr. President, it is known that before I ask you a question, I'm actually excited, and I might say one or two things that might seem like I'm just doing things out of the blues, but I'm really excited. It's actually an honor, Mr. President, that you are actually here. There's something that has been pressing, you know, especially with the youths. So they are complaining to say there's hunger, there's unemployment, and now they are saying, Yonse Manchito, all the jobs are closed. They are not hiring. Any institution in Zambia is not hiring. How true is that, Mr. President?
You know, what I will say, ladies and gentlemen, countrymen and women, no, we can get government to change their life, you know. What I can say is that government is there just to make opportunities available to everyone, but Chiramundu, you know, Parwake, individually, you have to know what do I need to, what do I bring to the table? What are you offering as a youth? What is the point? Not to let you know, government, it is a chance. No, let's make the change. Let's be the change that we want to see in the world. It's a good thing in this country.
I think in eternity, because there's no way you're able to just switch between voices. You know what I mean? It's like you've got a switch. Edgar Lungu, pa.
I'm humbled. I'm actually humbled. You know, being called Body Podcast, whereby I've been following you on platforms like TikTok. Yeah, you're doing a great job. It's not easy bringing up everything together. I know the work you put in. So let's continue giving platform to the people. As an artist, we need platform like this ones.
Aye.
So yeah, I applaud you for this.
No, thank you very much. We do appreciate. We are here for all the youths.
Zed Voices of the youth. No.
That's what's up. Come on, Zed Voices of the youths. I'm always drawn to my because we say it. I'm voice and I am Zed Voices.
Hello, it's Pondo. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing, man. You know, this is a youth time. Guys. So, like, all I can say is that the Zed Voices of the youth, you guys are doing an amazing work, and now you left a job. But from me to the entire Zambia, all I can say is that keep doing what you're doing and keep elevating the art. Yeah, definitely.
MK Macky too. Thank you very much. We do appreciate. Kamfika fiati. Kashe professional shati. Imde kashati.
Epuro giramo. Kareba mwine efu ya wafene. You gotta be dope, and when you're dope, ilalanga washo. Yeah, definitely.
That's what's up. Now, Mr. Stone, let's move on to. I want us to go to America. You know what I mean? There's this guy, also a fellow comedian from America, but Kevin Hart.
Oh, just because I want to nioneka height manga hivi bwana.
Actually look alike. So let's get into Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah.
Character. Kevin Hart, welcome to Zambia. We are grateful that you have graced us with your presence in this country. You've done a lot of comedy and you've done a lot of movies at the same time. How do you just balance between these two, being a comedian as well as doing the movies? Even if you understand
listen, first of all, I can say is that I've been in all movies, man. Yeah. Talk of any movies, man, blockbusters, comedy, man. I can say is that it's a blessing. I wake up in the morning and I've been called for a role in, let's say, Wakanda, man. Listen, when I was doing Jumanji,
I remember that.
Actually, I had a dream that I would do this movie. I told Dwayne Johnson, man, listen, that this movie we're gonna be in the jungle. The nigga thought I was crazy and stuff. So me, it's the power of affirmation, you know that. So whatever you imagine, you can get it. So God, I'm just so down to earth. That's all I can say is that so God, it's coming out. I'm so happy to be in Zambia, man. I came last night and man, I just love the place. You know, I thought Africa was a jungle. They lied to us. Swear to God. But the only thing that I hate is load shedding, man. I couldn't even charge my iPhone. Swear to God. I thought Dwayne Johnson. Man, I didn't even know there's such thing as load shedding. What's that?
It's when you don't have power.
Yeah, I know, but when did you guys start experiencing that? It felt like
Should be a year ago.
It felt like a horror movie, man. Oh man.
It gets dark, especially during the night.
And the hotel I was, man, there were some rats. Swear to God, I was like, what's this? I want to mention the name, but you guys pull up the stockings. Swear to God, it's Kevin Hart.
Thank you very much, Kevin Hart, for coming through. Okay, I've got a question. You might die away. Yeah, Mr. Man. But still, we're going to still have it. A question for someone like Kevin Hart, you doing his voice, I think that's very brilliant. And at the end of the day, I think it would be something to actually try to push and let him know that you can do his voice. Have you ever tried to push, or maybe you've received any comment saying, push, or let's reshare, repost so that I will come, guys?
Otherwise, Monga Kevin Hart, it's my dream. Like that can be a dream come true. Kevin Hart bumping into my work and acknowledging it. But man vera say kuche time na ninga chakoche movie in future na Kevin Hart. And fuck maybe younger him na chako party yake jazo, but That's my dream, like, but I know one day I'll be in America and I'll meet him. You know, yeah, I'll be in America cause nimangana chiroto pena ngo tabati na lota cheti shape somewhere che Singapore wa Kevin Hart. Though this time nizilipa panandos. Kevin Hart ndiye hapo aninipidia na deruka ina hapa bizikati but ze chiroto nuka ndabacha ni mionta shemiro muone ni hapo ashi. About it time. Yeah, but I usually dream about this impression that I do, you know, whereby wa meeting wa Jay-Z, wa Dab, Chiroto na wajiga. Just so,
Yeah, no, that's definitely fire. I think we can also get into now, since we have received some sad news, you know what I mean, about our very own legend in the making, who was a very brilliant man as well, very talented and very hardworking. I think I used to watch almost tons of my shows too. I don't know his real name, but we all know him as Mwinemushi.
Oh yeah, that one. Actually, let's give him a moment of silence at the moment. Because he was a great man. I used to look up to him. May he so rest in peace. Mr. Robam Mwape. Niwa machine actually.
Yeah.
I'm Johnston Mwape, my real name. So niwantu wakuti he has contributed a lot in the entertainment industry in Zambia, you know.
Yeah.
Let's not just talk about comedy, but he was a teacher in terms of how he used to do his skits. Mwinemushi last.
But he was, I think also there's something about, I think this is bringing me to the next question or something that I think we'll get into at some point. But when it comes to support, really, you know what I mean? I think these guys never really received the support that they needed, because I think during that time, doing such sketches or videos was very entertaining and almost everyone was watching. Was that time it is upasa maningi time tamba for example. I think we didn't really give them the support that they needed, because the concept for me was very good. It's a concept about it's a village setup, and then you've got the mwinemushi and the community, and how you used to just bring them together to try and solve those problems that were going on in the village. I think it was something that we could have used as Zambians church to push.
Yeah. Okay, let me say in Zambia, it's a developing country whereby even the music, the industry itself, industry. Actually, it's not even an industry yet. Oh, that's what I can say. We don't have structures which can support these guys who have done it, because these people who have paved the way, something whereby through Minister of Art, I think, or something. Yeah, but more they only appreciate you once you're dead, you know. And all I can say is that we are moving. We are a working industry, working progressing, but we're getting there.
No, definitely. So now I think since Tilipali Mwinemushi, may he so rest in peace, I think he did have some good friends in his industry, Vezo comedy and all these things. And I want to also just give you a challenge to try and say one or two things about his death, as maybe if you can try to impersonate Diffikoti, for example, you know what I mean? Just hearing the news as Diffikoti about his friend who has left us, you know? What would Diffikoti say?
We are actually celebrating a man analengisa kuti tiyambe kwe chako naye sema comedy. Mwinemushi nzikambilatu kuti hii Diffikoti make sure ngulimba ngaliye dani mwetili mwendashi ngulimba kuzili tulevwa bai ngati ufuna che kuchitika panani pa Zambia nikusheta walimba kozi notina kusheta pushi nikusheta lion nikulimba it's not for the week hii maningi kungala artist mzambe it's not for the week ndifuninga kambe ko chabe ufuninga ngani passion oro sizibwera ndalama pati walimba chabe
Si walimba
ndani zeziba ndani tinevapo visote vasomba isi na pikironi mzanga kupitana but where are we boom the date is gone
the date is gone.
But faninga kambe ko chabe Mwinemushi sanapitepo chipatalo but anasiya my footprint with laughter in our hearts. Silima seka but mwinemushi ni I was fun. Makapiopia wasamanganisekese makomenti ya Zambia. But mwinemushi eve make sure chizeseke sana chicha chimuntu ningakambe kuchabe inalira jombo paenda meeting mwinemushi tinachapona ya makolabo. Inze makolabo ayo inze yatambikala kuna kuyesha kuna kwa India ni ndani sana tambe polisi na mwinemushi. Sakudales malabish
apa desrai barangwa ndiwe ka ndara bukati bamene bakapa so apa discuss ati kwaje that one I mean
yeah stop notch
make chini wa minute it's how you stay in character.
No, I just I just love it. I just love like the when I become him nimabumbu ati ndine obwerera
chani ulipo
just so
that's what's up. So which one of all these voices do you think is number one?
Bamwisa. Okay, I enjoy Bamwisa because it makes people laugh even if I say silly things. Bamwisa because
let's get into Bamwisa. Mr. Mwisa, welcome. We've also summoned you here because we've received some sad news about one of the friends we just mwinemushi. What can you say about this?
Ana mwaje ule kwata kwa mchishi wamona. Noja ati Mwisa Bamwisa chani. Nyewe shukuru mfundu udacho wamfa. Noja ati Bamwisa chani.
Sorry mkubwa. Mulishani mkubwa.
Awa ife tulife tuendefe nensala wamona. Kutuwaja chani na ukata chidilo. Nanga mwinemushi na it was just a man. It was a vulasa to me. Wamona. Ewa sambilishe. Ukuchitashani ukusekesha abantu nadi wansoni sana mwamona basanje bati uko uleya ulandanga abantu ati no ifi vyakupelana lesa ngakupela talanta kuivo mfya wamona. He was a man of great talent. Dali akitafeka comedy he can be put in an action movie.
Sense relevant na mpamvu we cement no angoze baimvera bafana bakulu na angoze